Let's start driving, guys. There is no better way to tell a story than while driving a Porsche 911 Turbo, seatbelt on. All right, let's go. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Life of Drive. My name is Dan Thiessen. Thank you for joining us today. We have an incredible episode for you guys. That being said, I'm going to tell a story from right here in the 996 Turbo, as we lost some of the footage and we didn't get all the footage of that day that we wanted. And I want to explain to you how crazy this day was as you guys watch this video. Having the Mclaren there and all my boys, it was an incredible day. We had an incredible time. And just sit back, enjoy the footage, and listen to the story of what happened here.
Still got some way to go. It's beating down my soul. Never ending race. I feel that fire burn with every twist and turn. Feel the shake.
We had the Life of Drive first rally. All the homies with cars got together, we picked a date, we got a Mclaren, we have a Porsche 911 Turbo, we have a crazy Porsche Cayman S, we have a Dodge Challenger, Scat Pack, what else was, the Cobra SVT, a bunch of friends, an awesome drive. So they started off pretty amazing. Everybody was super pumped about the Mclaren. None of us have driven a Mclaren before, and the driving experience is pretty amazing, if I do say so myself. I have never had something that powerful at the grasp of my hands with those paddle shifters, and how quickly it accelerated while you just shifted gears like you were in a video game. The thing was incredible. So we had a bunch of fun taking that through all the twisty turnies of the country roads where we live. Now, this car, it just hooked up and went, man. When you accelerated and then you just had to keep on accelerating, like, I'm so used to driving a manual that at first I wanted to like lift off the gas, clutch, shift, and see how that all went down. But really all you have to do is put the pedal to the metal and just keep shifting, and it just goes faster and faster and faster as you drive through it. The experience was just, it was kind of surreal, and I enjoyed every minute of driving that car through those roads. But we took all the back roads, enjoying all the scenery, and some of the GoPros overheated, so we lost some footage there. And we didn't get a lot of interview stuff with all the guys, so we just got a bunch of action shots of passing the Life of Drive Ford F-150, and I'll never forget that day. So we drove all the way up to Spirit Tree Cidery, where we stopped, grabbed some pizzas, which were unreal. If you're ever in that area, make sure you get the pizzas. We got some homemade cider, and homemade butter tarts. It was like the perfect meal, guys. Okay, homemade pizza, homemade cider, homemade butter tarts. But what we're gonna do for a second, there's a tunnel coming up. Let's see if we can hear what this car sounds like going through the tunnel. Hopefully this truck in front of me speeds up so I can hit it hard. So, driving, Spirit Tree Cidery, homemade food. Butter tarts is like one of the best desserts ever. Homemade pizza with the most beautiful dough ever. And the cidery was like you were tasting the apples off the trees. We stopped there, got some drone footage, enjoyed a little rest from the driving, switched some driver positions, and my man Isaiah hopped back in the Mclaren with me as we headed our way back down to the compound. Okay, so we took a bunch of awesome roads on the way back, which is amazing. Hearing the Cobra supercharger scream, hearing the whistle of the Porsche turbo. These are all things you need to experience sometime in your life, guys, okay? There's certain sounds that are just amazing to the ear if you're a car lover. A supercharger screaming, a turbo whistling. These are beautiful sounds, okay? Both cars with aftermarket exhaust systems just accentuate how unreal those cars sound. And the McLaren was stock, so not as loud, but the feeling of taking it through those country roads, hugging the turns, accelerating, braking, it's just another experience you need to have if you're a car lover, okay? Anyways, we're on our way back, and all our phones start going off. Me and my dude Isaiah here, phones are ringing, and it's like one of those emergency rings, and we're getting tornado warnings. I don't even know when there was last time there was a tornado in this area. So it was kind of freaky, and you could see the clouds rolling in, the black skies rolling in, and I went to check to make sure my windshield wipers worked when there was a little bit of drizzle starting to come down, and my windshield wipers don't work. So I figure, you know, maybe it's me. I don't know how to use McLaren windshield wipers. It's probably super technologically advanced, and it's in some weird place that nobody tells you where it is. So I'm having Isaiah get on YouTube. Dude, YouTube, how to turn on your windshield wipers on a McLaren. And he's like, you're doing it right. I'm on YouTube. It's what you're doing. It just doesn't work. Okay, my windshield wipers don't work. The rain starts to get heavier, guys. Okay, it's my first time driving McLaren. It starts to get really heavy. I can barely see anything out of the window, and there's no windshield wipers, and the rain is just smoking down. At this point, 2 hands on the wheel. I'm sucked back in my seat. I'm telling Isaiah, you better pray that we make it, because I don't want to die here in this McLaren, okay? Isaiah's looking real scared, but he's holding his own. He's not saying anything. He's just holding tight, and we're driving. We are going down this road where there's a whole forest beside us, and next thing you know, and no word of a lie, I wish I had this on film. I kick myself every day that we didn't get this on film. It's like a mist coming through the forest, guys. It is covering through the forest, engulfing the trees where we can't even see the trees anymore, and it's heading toward us. And these are like tornado style winds and storm clouds and rain, and it's all coming down so fast, and I am accelerating now. I need to get back to the compound. The compound is 5 minutes away, and I don't want to die in this McLaren. I don't want to end up in a ditch in this McLaren, so I'm accelerating hard. Isaiah, we're getting home. Don't know where I'm going. Can't see a thing, and this storm is coming through, and this storm hits us. Boom! There is branches flying everywhere, leaves, wind blowing. The car's going like this, and I don't even know what to do except for to pray to God that he preserves us to drive another day. And that is what happened. We made it back to the compound as the worst of it was coming through. Now, I know I said McLaren in a tornado. You guys are probably thinking we were legitimately in the middle of a tornado, pulled up into the clouds, but we were in the midst of a storm that had tornado warnings with a McLaren that had no windshield wipers. It is pretty crazy, guys. I don't even know how to explain the feeling of that moment where it was all just kind of happening so fast, and I told Isaiah, you better pray. I was praying inside, and we made it back to the compound. Everybody made it back to the compound, parked all their cars inside. It came down hard for a little while and then passed over, and then we continued on to be able to drive the rest of the day. But that's what happened. That's how it went down. I hope you guys enjoy this footage, and we will get these type of things on film next time. But please help us, bro. Subscribe, like, leave a comment. Maybe you've been in the storm. Tell me how that went. And we would just love to hear from you, and we love to just make this thing grow. So keep on checking out the videos. Make sure that your notifications are on, because we have some crazy car stories coming up and some crazy drives, as we are previewing some crazy cars with some crazy horsepower, and we want you guys to join along. So yeah, we'll see you next time.